Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation, and today I am with Brenda from Utility Connect. And at API Nation, we're always trying to make things easier for you as real estate professionals, a real estate broker, real estate agent, spend less time working on the manual tasks and kind of office work and have all that stuff automated through us and other apps. So, Brenda, you work at Utility Connect. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys do there?
Hey, yes. So we are a one-stop shop experience. We want to make sure that when the clients do move in, they have everything in line to be able to function into their home.
Mm-hmm.
And so our services, with one phone call, we take care of all setting up all their essential home services, locating all their utilities, providing accurate information. And then we also have, partnerships with our partners. So just like you mentioned, brokerages, real estate agents, the busy bees that don't have
Mm-hmm.
schedules, they're always at the work. We want to be able to provide them a simple and seamless experience as well, to where they're not having to chase down, the seller to get their information from them, or provide information, a little bit too soon to the closing date. They're stressing out because one question will lead to 10 more
Yeah.
coming from a buyer, especially if they're a new homeowner or out of state movers. So we also want to be the backbone and the support to provide them a service that can add value, but also set them apart from competitors as well, to be able to add this value added service.
No, that makes a lot of sense. The end of the home purchase is so nuts for, the actual home buyer or the home seller. Somebody's moving and there are so many moving parts. As an agent, as a broker, there's like the transaction that's happening. But from the buyer seller's point of view, the buyer, most of the time, there's all the stuff like, how am I going to live? Like, what happens with my mail? What happens with my water? Who do I call? How do I get that turned on? You don't have to answer all those questions, and all the resources just right there with Utility Connect. And it's like a real person they talk to. Is that right?
So you are speaking to a live person. They're here in-house, so it's not someone from offshore. So you're not getting calls from, odd times of the hours. But it's an easy way for, the buyers or renters to call in at any time. And our home service experts, they will answer the questions, educate, provide all the information. And then after the phone call, they even send a detailed synopsis of who to contact for all four utilities:
Hmm.
electric, water, gas, and trash, how they can sign up for it, how they can contact them, and then everything else that we set up during that phone call. I'm sure they probably already forgot that as well. So we send them a detailed synopsis of who they chose for the internet provider, what services they got, their account number. It's literally the full shebang. It's all in
Yeah.
their emails. And we also can send it and attach it to the agents as well. So just in case the agent wants to go
Yeah.
above and beyond, and if you lose it, I have it as a backup too. But you are speaking to someone directly, and they're able to assist you through the whole entire step.
No, that's huge. Like somebody just holding your hand like a real person and not just like a drip
Hmm.
email campaign that's telling you, don't forget to do this, don't forget to do that. But
Yep.
actually, like saying, here's the phone numbers, here's what you need to do. I'm here, and your agent's got your back. But is there anything else that agents are kind of into when they turn to you at Utility Connect and start using you guys?
Yeah.
Mm.
So when we built our partnership, we wanted to build it out to where we want them to be the rock stars throughout the whole entire thing. Even after they get moved into the home, we don't want them to forget about the real estate agent, especially all that hard work that went in before they got into the door, right?
Yeah.
So the way we built out our partnership for our agents and our brokerages is every single time we speak to their buyers or their renters, and we send them that information, we actually can white label to your brokerage and to the agent as well. So this is truly coming from, like, I have my own concierge service with ABC, brokerage.
Hmm.
And this is what keeps your brand in front of the consumers. And that's what our goal is, just to keep your brand in front of them, even after they move in, because you never know if, they become investors, which has happened before in the past, or their family is moving. So that's the one thing that we do, is we want to make sure that we build something for them. And it's a live website with their branding on it, and they can pass it along to any clients, any friends or family. They're able to upload on their own page as well. So it does show that value added service when a client is researching you or looking your team up. It shows that, okay, they've got all these different services that I know they're
Hmm.
going to take care of me with.
That's crazy. So you get the white label, your brand's always out there. There's a ton of follow up that's happening on your behalf as an agent, as a brokerage. to that client so that the referrals, all the word of mouth, all that stuff is like you're top of mind to receive all that. That's cool. As a agent, you're like, you might be thinking, that's awesome. What is this like going to cost me? Because this sounds, a live person, white label. As an agent, like what kind of plans do you guys have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the best part is that, this is actually a free service for the consumers, for the buyers and renters as well. But this is absolutely free for our agents and our brokers. And then the plot twist is that this is a way for our brokerages and our brokers to earn additional revenue. This is something that a lot of our brokerages love to offer to their agents. Hey, it's free, another way to market yourself, value add, but you also get to earn additional revenue. And I know that comes with a follow-up question of, okay, but what about RESPA? Our services are not required for any home to close. So we're able to pass along the commission revenue directly to the agents and then to the brokers. And that is all structured by us. That is all within your dashboard for the agents. The brokers, we actually set up a monthly cadence to where they get paid out monthly. So it really is a win-win situation for the agents, the brokers, and the consumers, right?
That's crazy. So it's free for the end user, it's free for the buyer, the seller, the renter. It's free for the agent to pass it on. And the brokerage actually gets money from this awesome free concierge service, white label. They get branding, they get a little bit of extra income. No, it's nuts. So this sounds pretty ideal. The only thing that can make this a little bit better is if I didn't have to do a bunch of data entry to get this stuff into Utility Connect. Anything going on, between maybe like API Nation and Utility Connect, that might make this a little bit easier for agents once they sign up and start collecting this income.
I love that question because the answer is yes. So that is part of our seamless process is to provide an automation, of course, through API Nation, to allow the partners to be able to submit their data without having to manually submit the data. So we have a sweet spot of 14 days is the best time to reach out to your clients to get them started on this journey. 14 days before they're closing, 14 days before they move in. And so with our automation within API Nation, that data will automatically come over at the right time and we'll contact them. This takes, another thing off your plate to remember, okay, I got to remember to submit the clients in. I got to remember to tell the clients. With our automation, once that data comes over, we actually send our agents a reminder first. Hey, Gabe, it looks like Brenda's closing on 123 Main Street. We're going to be reaching out to you. So it gives you the courtesy to remind them, but also if it is a client that you're like, you know what, this is an investor, we don't need you to reach out to them. It also gives the agent the opportunity to opt out the client as well. And so that's what's nice about the automation is you don't have to remember when to submit it or how or anything. It will automatically come over to us. We send you a friendly reminder. We send the customer a reminder, a welcome email before we reach out to them too, because we definitely want them to be, aware and look out for a call, especially because it is time sensitive for them to have all this information within 2 weeks. We want to make sure that they know and expect our phone call. So the automation is really, really nice. And you guys have done an amazing job of connecting us and our partners and making it really easy for them as well. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no, we're thrilled to be a part of this. Utility Connect makes everything so easy. If we could just make it also easy for the agents to start sending these things out. In fact, if you're an agent, you just do your work like normal. Your brokerage will set this up. We'll set up the connection between Utility Connect and your transaction management app or your CRM. And then you just go out and work and it just happens. And you don't really have to do anything except, punch those checks. So if you are a brokerage, you're a broker, you're an agent, you want to tell the broker, I want us to do this. How do we get into it? What's the first step? How do I raise my hand?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can submit out the partner request form, and this one will come directly to me. And so we'll kind of have a little bit more of an in-depth demo. I can show you the visuals of it, give examples to the agents, the brokers of what that looks like, white labeled or co-branded. So if they can go to, or if you want to go to www.utilityconnect.net/API Nation /partner. and then we'll schedule a time to do a call, answer all your questions, and then we can get, our brokerages signed up in less than 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
It's a very quick turnaround, and then we'll pass you back to API Nation and finishing that connection to be integrated within the system.
Super simple. In fact, we'll make it even easier. We are going to put that URL, that HT whatever, we're going to put that in the description of the video. If this is in an email, you're watching this in an email, there's a big button in there that says get started. Click on that. It'll take you right to the page. You can see the branded page for API Nation, and you're going to have a similar branded page within 48 hours of having your demo with Brenda. So we're trying to make things easier for you. We're trying to take things off your plate. Utility Connect does a ton of that, and you can automate it with the apps you're already using. Hit that button, look for that link in the description, and we will see you soon.